Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Andrew Peters and I'm a worthy channel for the Holy Spirit and for the divine. I'm here to serve and to offer in all of the amazing transmutation and alchemy that I'm experiencing in my life. In my present situation right now, I live in this van, which is currently broken down and no longer mobile, by the way of God and the divine. And in that, I've been challenged. My back has been up against the wall. I've been pushed, so to speak, off the deep end. And rather than get lost in low vibrational shit, rather than get lost in fear and doubt and worry and all of the matrix control mechanisms, which have been making themselves very present, I have been following the channelings that I've been offering to you guys as well. And there's a beautiful kind of relationship here, because when I show up to channel, I understand and I accept that there are other individuals in the collective that are experiencing on some level of frequencies I'm experiencing. So therefore I get to show up, step aside from myself, provide for the collective, download the message, I re-listen to that reading, and I take my own advice. And then I'm able to move forward and do another video and do another reading. That is the design of how the Holy Spirit is orchestrating this beautiful growth. I have to celebrate the 200 subscribers, so if you've recently subscribed, thank you so much. I think I'm going to start naming new subscribers as we go along in the beginning of my videos. But this reading is a doozy, and it's a really good one, okay? I keep hearing The Sword and the Stone. If you don't know anything about that story, I'm going to do a quick run through of it. But the cards are illuminating it further, and it's kind of a beautiful energy. So hang tight, get comfortable. It's freezing here in Colorado. It might be chilly where you are. Get comfortable, get under the blanket, do what you gotta do. Rafi's over here chilling, okay? This is like the first time he's put himself in the frame. Anyway, The Sword and the Stone, okay? Before we get into that real quick, if you're interested in a private session, I am open for those. So that email is in the description box of this video. Email me first before sending any kind of payment, okay? I need to be approved to read you first. By my guides, and then we can move forward from there. Okay, let's get into it. Use your body discernment, your body knowing, okay? Don't get caught up in the over analytical here. If you start to feel a sense of anxiety build, then I would recommend that you pause the video and come back after you've taken a couple breaths, because you're probably applying it in a way that is disempowering to you. Okay, and with that being said, let's get into it. You are the collective I'm reading for if you're finding this video, and you have your own sword in the stone. Okay, it's a lot more metaphorical than we think, obviously, but I want to read the definition first, because here it's an interesting series of cards here, right? It's the Ace of Cups, right? Look at that imagery, okay? Then that Ace of Cups moves to the Page of Cups, right? Whose hand is that? It's his. It's the pages, it's the student. You're being led into unknown territory. Being a student is representative of experiencing something and allowing yourself to flow into something in your life that is not as familiar to you. So you're more of a student. You don't have that familiarity. Sometimes you have to ask for directions, right? And then we have, finally, the Page of Swords. And so wielding this truth, this sword of truth, it's new. Being able to wield it, protect it, being able to know how to use it, being able to understand the magical powers that come with it, this sword of truth is what? It's the divine feminine, baby. And this Queen of Cups. I heard this earlier, and it's funny that the Queen of Cups is coming up, because I heard the Queen of Cups is easily offended. Offense is easily triggered, right? She's haunted somehow. And this is what's being brought to you. This sword of truth is allowing you to sort of set Princess Peach in the tower free. So if you don't know anything about the story of the Sword and the Stone, Uther Pendragon was the king of England. And when he passed, there was a struggle, so to speak. And Arthur, his son, was moved to somewhere else, right? He was moved to, and kept under someone else's stewardship, unknowing of his position. And when the sword and the stone appeared, and on the stone it was written that whoever can pull out the sword is the rightful king of England. So Arthur, not knowing who he really is in his royal blood, he went along with his brother, who was attempting to, or they were going to try and be a part of the ceremony to see if he could. Really, the brother was really going. And he didn't bring his sword. So he sent his brother, right, his adopted brother, Arthur, back. And when Arthur couldn't find his sword, he came back and he passed the sword in the stone, and he removed it quite easily. And of course, there were so many people who didn't want to believe that it was him. How could a child be able to do it? We've all tried. How could he be able to do it so easily? And so they put the sword back in the stone, and then they tried again. And a few times over, and they tried again. And Arthur was committed to undoing the wrongs of his father, and also giving homage to his caretaker, his known father. And he listened to the word of his people, and eventually led his people into a golden age with Merlin, right? Okay, story aside, how does this relate to the collective? How does this relate to you? Okay, the stone is representative of held emotions, belief systems, the controls of the matrix. Think about that density of that rock, the density of life, the density of heaviness, all of that density. And your truth is wedged in there, meaning you can't wield your truth because it is being captured by all of your heaviness, captured by all of your density, captured by all of your false belief systems and distortions. So what we're going to do here today is we're going to explore that, and we're going to open the door, right? I can't walk you through it, but I can show you where the door is. I can help you ground to something that feels more real and true, rather than all of these chaotic thoughts that are coming in and out of our awareness. I swear this jacket makes me look like I have titties, okay? So let's enjoy this video where I have titties and move along. Right, buddy? Okay, he's needy today. Want to say hi to the people? Come on. Come here. Say hello. I love you too. You gonna be my Merlin? You gonna leave me alone so I can finish recording this video? Thank you, buddy. First, they want me to read the definitions in the book to help understand the story, right? We're trying to help paint a picture of the present energies that we're experiencing so that we can really receive and believe. Because the biggest issue here with what is being presented in the Scorpio season is that we're struggling to take it and run with it. We're struggling to take what we deserve because we have all of these different belief systems that are trying to drag us down into these distortions and make us feel like we are unworthy. Make us feel this is the devil trying to whisper to us and have us miss out on an opportunity, okay? Where is it that we're not getting on that boat? Okay, and where is it that we don't feel like we have a rightful place on that boat when we have a ticket with our name on it? Okay? Ace of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, I didn't say my prayer. It's okay, I was praying earlier. You know what? Let's say my prayer right now. Guides, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, blood of my blood and bone of my bone, thank you so much. Thank you for everything that you have guided me through. Thank you for allowing me to channel the direct communications and guidance that got me to where I am today. Free. Thank you. Allow me to transmit the same frequencies to the collective. Archangel Michael, please step in and protect against any distorting energies and or intentions. If they try to step in, escort them to a place of evolution or dissolution now. We are so very blessed and thankful for this opportunity to connect and this place of authority that you have set me on and set me in. I will not look back. Amen. Okay. The Ace of Cups. There we go. Ooh, okay. Listen, tell me this is not like, I've already read the first sentence and I'm buzzing right now, okay? You are born out of a cosmic soup of possibilities. The eternal returned, feathers glistening in the sun. You leave behind the vessel, the egg's empty shell, and become aware of your new purpose. In another heartbeat, you can spread your wings and find your heart's desire. In another heartbeat, you can spread your wings and find your heart's desire. Dreams manifested, birth, renewal, powerful emotions. Hello, I'm hearing gifts. Gifts being awakened. Gifts that could not stand on the foundation of your disbelief. I receive. Then that moves to the Page of Cups. Let's see what that's about. The Page of Cups. The contents of the glass swish gently in the chalice as they contemplate the bird. The sound of the crickets singing to the rising moon fills the air. Such a curious creature can look at something familiar in a new way. Ooh. The world opens up before them. They feast their eyes in wonder, imagining what the world cries out for you to create. What others perceive as mindless croaking, they experience as the most fascinating lessons. Every masterpiece has a humble beginning. Okay, are you ready to recognize your humble beginning as what it was? Because what did Arthur have? A humble motherfucking beginning. Okay, excuse my mouth, but it's true. And it's just translating the fucking passion, okay? This is how I feel. Feel my frequency and hear the words. Your humble beginnings. I don't care what you did. I don't care what your body count is. I don't care who you think you are. If you're connecting to this reading, there was a karmic reason for it. And you have paid your dues karmically to get to where you are today. And I'm here to tell you, this is the real news, okay? Do you know where your children are? And with this Page of Swords, nope, they're telling me go back to this card. Okay. Feast their eyes in wonder, imagining what the world cries out for you to create. What others perceive as mindless croaking, they experience as the most fascinating of lessons. Yes, where the world considers it to be just mindless pain and things that you go through, just get over it and forget about it. You are starting to receive the lessons rather than make yourself wrong for it. Beat yourself up, judge yourself, constantly keep yourself in this survival place of constantly thinking of all of the different ways that you are wrong, all of the different ways that you do not deserve, right? Using these things as ammunition against yourself. It's actually badges that earn you this position. There we go, Arthur. Did anybody watch the TV show Arthur? You guys should definitely comment in the description box, or excuse me, in the comment section, and let me know if you fuck with that, because that was my generation. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and do all that stuff too, guys. Like, show your appreciation, allow other people to find it, okay? There we go. Page of Swords. Ooh. I know I'm acting hella excited today. I reached 200 subscribers. I finally transcended these different thoughts and things that have been weighing me down. And it's been a lot of work. I haven't been filming. I haven't been going live. I've literally just been sitting here in this van, cold, under the covers, meditating and working through all of this energy. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go through a grueling process as well. 90% of you guys are probably not in the situation that I'm in, probably 99.9% of you actually, but I digress. Moving on to the card. The Page of Swords. All is still and quiet as this one keeps watch over their post. With a keen mind to the world's wonders and puzzles, this one watches from the shadows, drinking in all they can see. They uncover and remember hidden secrets. There is no information they cannot turn to their advantage when the time is right. When the time is right. When the time is right. The attentive observer, keen insights, cleverness, espionage. It's almost like the divine had you placed. You placed yourself, but the divine invited you to place yourself aside, collective, and just watch. Watch the foolishness. I was going to say the foolish shit, so let's stick with that. Watch the foolish shit that these individuals that claim a place of superiority over you, that look at your life and judge it, that look at the things and the choices that you've made and the ways that you move and the way that you think and the way you see the world and made you weak for it or made you feel or took advantage of you for it, right? The divine is saying, step aside, just step back and watch, because you'll see all of your own distortions begin to fade. You'll pull the sword out of the rock, and therefore you have your divine truth and you can wield it finally, outside of the density of everything else. You're pulling your sword out of the backs of everybody else who, I don't know, what am I getting here? You see, this sword, thank you, Spirit, this sword would be fatal to somebody who tried to force it on themselves. Because it's not just about who can pull the sword. Can you wield the sword? And other individuals were pretending they had the sword only to feel the sharp cut of its blade. So you didn't have to pull it out of a rock. You had to pull it out of other people, separating your truth from what's theirs. Queen of Cups. The halls fill with the sounds of feasting and merriment. The light of the warm hearth fire casts curious shadows about the room. Majestic in repose, she possesses a quiet mind and an open heart. She can drink in the pain and distill from wisdom from it. Kindness is the balm that she offers in the raised goblet. It has the powers to wash away the ugly dirt of the world. She fills your glass and your hearth to the brim, knowing that both felt empty for too long. Virtuous healer, unconditional love. Right? Your ability to sit on this throne, your ability to wield this sword, you wonder why you have people around you who won't receive what you already know, because even though we're struggling through this, we collective have made it through many trials, tribulations, and rites of passage to get here. Okay? Many of us don't accept or recognize the accomplishments we already hold. And so now, as we get here, as we arrive at this place, this new place where we can begin again, and we can begin with the truths and being able to really hold our soul in ourselves, being able to, thank you, Spirit, being able to ground in more of our higher self into this reality. We begin to actually be able to serve. Because in the past, people were not receiving us. That's what I was getting. People were not receiving us in our way of support. We saw those that we cared about suffering, and we brought them a level of truth. But they were not ready to receive us because we did not believe in ourselves enough. And it doesn't mean that we are a slave to these individuals. They may very well not receive you after this. But now you have the ability where you didn't have before to transcend and really get that frequency and message through, to be able to instill seeds of inspiration and divine knowing in those around us. This is exactly what I'm doing for you. That's not ego. That's me channeling. Okay, just being clear on that. Okay. I want to pull some clarification cards and just flow with the intuition of this message because it just feels so yummy. Okay, my left ear is popping right now. Right now is not a time for thought. Right now is a time for faith. Okay, I heard this the other day. Seeing is believing. Not seeing is faith. Seeing is believing. Seeing, oh, I see it, I believe it. Not seeing it and being able to have faith about it because of what you're knowing on the inside, what you're knowing within yourself. And being able to believe that is faith. And faith is the greatest battery. Faith is the greatest vehicle. Faith is the ultimate bomb shelter. I'm just going with what I'm hearing, y'all. Okay? King of Wands. They're bringing my attention to the pole, to the cane. They're saying, notice how it's touching the ground, right? There's an alignment that's happening here. An alignment, the divine masculine feminine combination, integration, and that ability to hold more of your soul, right? There is a connection down from the bottom to the top. At the bottom of the deck, we have the star. Okay, if you're connected to me, you are a star. And right now, you may need some leadership, okay? Or you may feel you need some leadership, even I do. But at some point, you're going to fly high. And I'm going to celebrate you in the ethers, on these videos. I'm going to celebrate you. Because then it's no longer your turn to follow. It's your turn to lead. You're already leaders in your life. But when it comes to this new frontier, somebody's got to light the way. And I'm very humbled and grateful that Spirit is positioning me to be so. For intuitive gifts have been abused in the way of wanting to understand and know what is to come. Rafi, do not start growling and getting all needy. No. Right now is not playtime. Go sit down. Go sit down. Go. Boy, why you stop listening to me now? Go. No. You see, it doesn't work because then I give him attention. Thank you, Spirit. I give him attention. Even when I'm telling him to, like, no, you know what I mean? And he's just like, oh, so now you see me? I wish y'all could see him. It's like, it's distracting me energetically. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. Those distracting thoughts, okay? I get so frustrated with Rafi. I love him. He's my best friend. I would not be where I am spiritually today, honestly, if it wasn't for him. And if it wasn't for him on this journey. But the devil is trying to use distraction. He's trying to use... And honestly, like, whatever your belief system is, if you're connecting to me, you resonate with the language that I speak and the way in which I interpret these energies, okay? But for me, the devil is very real, okay? That's just my experience. But you can experience it as an energy. I don't even need to explain it, Spirit is telling me. But notice how your divine mask... Hey, guys, so we got interrupted there. I ran out of storage, so I had to clear some stuff out. But as I was saying... The devil energy and the devil is trying to keep you trapped and keep your divine masculine and feminine separate, keep you from being able to hold that spirit. And look at the flame he's holding. He's holding your spirit. He's holding your energy. If you know anything about the underworld or you know anything about hell and the hell realms, you would know that they feed off of our energy parasitically to be able to create for themselves, right? So are you going to take that creation energy back? Because the divine is showing you your cup. And to be honest, I immediately am seeing like, I don't know what they call it, like a diva cup, right? Those cups that collect menstrual blood, right? And in that, the divine is saying your root, your lower chakra systems, where you hold fear, where you hold disbelief, where you hold doubt. This is what the divine is trying to bring a tower moment to. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we pull the tower for this for this pull. But in this, we have the Knight of Cups. When I'm seeing the Knight of Cups, and as I've been pulling it for myself, the divine is saying, pay attention to the horse. The horse represents your divine feminine. Okay, don't get offended, feminines. The divine feminine represents being, right? Animals embody the feminine quite well, right? But the horse is kneeling, meaning the horse is not moving forward, meaning your divine feminine. I've been judging, and I may have said this in past videos, I've been judging the fear, the paranoia, the distortion, the disbelief in ourselves to the masculine, when in reality it's been both. It's been both, because the divine feminine is the one that hasn't felt safe. The divine feminine, your all of that space has been taken up by distorted belief systems. And with the Death card, the divine is bringing a death to this. This is what we deserve, collective. This is what you deserve. I've experienced this literally last night into this morning. And the way I feel is, so I feel like I can walk up to that sword in the stone, pull that sword out and be like, and what? And rule my kingdom. Hence why I'm here. Anything else, divine? Thank you. Judgment. I knew these cards were going to come out. Okay, using your intuition, connecting it all, right? She wouldn't be as highly placed if her wand was broken, or if her wand was like half the size. They'd be like, what kind of high priestess are you, right? This is a direct connection from your lower self to your higher self. This is a direct embodiment and alignment, okay? There's more to it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have let me put it down, right? Those two pillars, right? It's like there is a integration and a evolution that is right here, right under your nose, collective. And the devil is trying to convince you that it's not real. And judgment is you coming in and placing judgment, freeing yourself, the part of you that stayed back in that trauma, the part of you that's looking around and looking over your shoulder, waiting for some kind of terrible thing to happen to you, right? Being proven, manifesting that for yourself. The divine is saying, now it's time for you to be a creator. Now it's time for you to hold, right? You followed this white rabbit and now it's led you to your throne. The Queen of Pentacles is abundant. She is the one who brings more money in. The King of Pentacles knows where to invest, but he knows because he trusts his Queen of Pentacles to be able to tell him. I want to close this out with a postcard from Spirit. Dearest you, now is one of those times you're being asked to add some distance. Take a step back and do nothing but just observe. Don't worry about how long it will take to regroup. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath. Slow down and look how far you've come. Decisions for your highest good are made when you have clarity, which comes from being open to information, both the intellect and the intuition. When you step into the role of observer, it's as if you turn on a switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering and decision-making process. Again, it's as if you turn on a switch and allow your soul to be a part of the information gathering and decision-making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral, non-judgmental place, non-judgmental of yourself. We know you'll make the right choice. Trust us when we say now is not the time to get too close to the fray. Step back now. You'll be glad you did, because the devil is trying to keep you involved in attachments and things that keep you looping in the same old shit. And I may have been blessed, yes, blessed, to have been stranded here in the middle of nowhere, Colorado, on the border of New Mexico. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the border of New Mexico. I may have been blessed in this way because I've had no choice. Because the divine heard my intention, my prayers. If I had enough ego, I would record them. Because the amount of soul and the amount of clarity that comes through in my private prayers and my intentions set in my conversations with God. God said, okay, we hear what you want. This is the path forward. This is the path of least resistance. And the divine is offering you that path as well. They're telling you follow the white rabbit to lead you to your throne. Because many of you guys that are connected to me and drawn to me are leaders as well. I've been saying tribe. Welcome to the tribe. Welcome to the tribe. I don't even feel that. Welcome to the pod, baby. Together. Si se puede. We may have passed that sword in the stone many a times. We may have watched many readers allude to the fact that we have these gifts and these abilities, these blessings on the other side of all of this pain. But we have not yet gotten to the point of being able to believe it. I can't say we. I have to say you. Because in this now moment, I believe it. And maybe a little before, it was a little more of a faking it till you make it, right? That was my way of fighting to the frequency. But as I've been transmuting, untangling, removing, transforming into divine positive energy, anything and everything that is haunting the halls of my memories, so that I can stop looking back and look forward with the belief in knowing who I am, wielding my sword of my kingdom and running it with a righteous hand. None of that was from me. Like, this is what I'm telling you guys. Anyway, I digress. If you want a reading, reach out to me, email me. I love doing independent private readings. I love helping and supporting on a one-on-one basis. Don't forget to subscribe, click that bell icon, let me know, comment, write me a book if you want, okay? Listen, I'm over here laying it all out with my big jacket titties and loving every minute of it. I cannot wait to see where this leads us. I cannot wait to see where this leads me. And God bless and Godspeed.